The phrase, "if you build it, they will come," may have worked for Kevin Costner's character in the movie Field of Dreams, but it's terrible advice for entrepreneurs.
Will millennials even get this reference?
Before you build anything, test your offering to make sure there's a market and that you can meet customer needs.
Okay, try this one. Do you feel smarter? How about now?
I just feel full.
That's what I thought.
In this section, we'll cover developing your MVP, product development, customer acquisition, and pitching. The key to testing your offering is to figure out what your customer would need to do differently to adopt and use your offering. Then test just that behavior. MVP typically stands for
Most valuable player.
minimum viable product, though we like to think of it as minimum viable proof. Your MVP will get you valuable feedback early before you spend costly dollars on development.
MVP, MVP, MVP.
There are two key components of this: the product or service
Cookie?
and the customer behavior. An example of an MVP is a Kickstarter video for a product that hasn't been built yet. When they meet or exceed their funding goal, they can be confident in the market fit.
Our Kickstarter has to be exciting.
Cookie, nom 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 nom.
Airbnb's MVP happened by accident. The founders wanted to start a company, but were low on cash. So they decided to rent out their apartment.
It's a cozy Airbnb.
They took pictures and listed it on a simple website, and soon had paying guests. This gave them confidence that customers were willing to pay for this service.
It's pretty spacious for a Jeep. It's got a water view, if you want, and a DVD player. Have you seen Field of Dreams?
He's crazy. He's hearing voices.
And if you get cold, there's gloves in the glove box. Oh, and there's a step stool if you're short.
The MVP tests just the core functionality of your offering to see if customers will change behavior.
And checkout's at 11. It's my turn to pick up the kids.
What's the simplest product or service you could develop that satisfies the needs of your customers? To align your co-founding team on your MVP and communicate it with customers, start with a sketch. This can be a drawing of a product, a flow chart of the service, or a wireframe of the app. You don't need a fully functional app or website to be able to test your service. You want to start on a smaller scale, with little or no technology, to prove the value of the service first.
I don't feel smarter.
It doesn't do that yet.
Start by prototyping your product's core functionality. For example, to test the viability of a cookie that makes you smarter, first try selling a small batch
So, how many batches do you want?
before you start investing in marketing and manufacturing. Try selling at a local festival or to a local bakery, and be able to get feedback from those. After you've refined your product and started to acquire lots of customers, you can look towards investing and growing. You can often start by developing a service with the more manual workaround versus developing the full app or website.
Yeah, do you have a pen?
For example, if you wanted to start a grocery delivery service, you wouldn't need to start out with the app or website. You could just have people email you their shopping list.
Actually, just email me. It's onesmartcookie23@hotmail.com, but it's one with the spelled out the word.
This allows you to learn what types of things that customers care about that will allow you to be more efficient when you do go to develop your website or app.
And smart.
I don't like cookies.
So, you don't want any cookies?
Fitbit needed to test to see if they could use data to influence customers' fitness behavior. So they started with a simple wearable device that just tracked footsteps to see if it would influence the way customers behaved. They didn't need to have a fully manufacturing-ready prototype at the outset, and definitely didn't need to incorporate all the different potential features.
My Fitbit just said I had a heart attack.
Next, we'll go over how to create your MVP.